Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm so excited to be here. Y'all bear with me a moment because my system ain't doing what it's supposed to do. So we're gonna work through this. But say hi, come on in, do all of that wonderful good stuff, and then we'll get started in just a second. I promise. It's summertime. I'm excited. Are y'all doing anything for Juneteenth? We will be closed here, so I'm a little excited about that. I got work to do, but we'll be closed here, so um, I'm gonna get some of my work done. I'm trying to share this thing on this site, and it's not giving me what should be gave. So we're gonna see. Okay, well, that's not working. Anywho, say hi, say hello, all of that wonderful stuff. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, today I am talking about how to prioritize your credit information and payments and how to make it so that it'll have the biggest impact to your score. Because that's the biggest question everybody says: how can I get my score down fast, right? First things first, don't be late. I know that sounds crazy, but never, ever, ever be 30 days late. So, what I will say is if you're going to be late and you know, hey, I got to rob Peter to pay Paul, 21 days, 3 weeks, give yourself 3 weeks. That's the max, 3 weeks. So, if I can't pay it this pay period, I'm going to pay it my next pay period. That way, I'm never 30 days late. I'm never going to double up like once you're late, they send you the little new bill and it has both amounts on there. I'm never going to pay it by that due date because I'm going to get a 30-day late. And when I get that 30-day late, it's going to stay on my credit report for 2 years. And I'm sorry, up to 7 years. And I don't need that on my credit report for 7 years. So I'm never going to be 30 days late. Um, there we go. The other thing is don't be 30 days late. Next thing, pay off your credit cards. And I know that sounds like a lot, but the best thing I can tell you is if you have multiple credit cards, pick one, pay the first one, then pay the next one, then pay the next one, then pay the next one. Because think about it this way: if word got out about you that you owe 10 people $10 versus owing one person $100, which one sounds better? I'm gonna just be honest. We're all adults here. If you owe 10 people $10, they got other questions. Don't give them questions. So pay them off one at a time. If you have five, pick the one. Some people say pick the one with the highest interest rate. I say pick the one with the lowest balance that you can use in the most places. So let's just say if you have a Fingerhut account, a Walmart a Walmart charge account, meaning just to be able to use at the store, a Capital One, and a Discover. I would pay my Capital One or my Discover off first, then my Walmart, and then finally my Fingerhut. The reason I would pay it in that order is because if something happens, I can use my major credit cards, the Discover and the Capital One, anywhere. I can use my Walmart card at Walmart, Sam's Club. I can get gas, groceries, tires, clothes if necessary, food. So it'll take care of more things. And the last thing I'm going to pay off would be that Fingerhut account because I mean, what am I going to be able to do? Order another high price toaster? So, yeah, pay it off in the order in which it's going to have the biggest impact and be functional so you can use it again. So, it's really important that we always do things in that. The next thing that I will do is pay off unsecured open loans. Reason being is they recently changed some rules and regulations in terms of how they calculate scores. So paying off like your One Main Financial, your World Omni Finance, your Upstart, your LendUp, what is it, First Franklin, all of those, paying off those will impact your score more than if you paid off like your car note. Because what they said is in the newest version of FICO, they actually treat that like a credit card almost. So, we were doing a whole bunch of debt consolidation to help improve our score. And so then they came up with this fix. So now what I tell people is if you do debt consolidation, ask them to do it as a secured and back it against something like, I don't care if they do it against a TV, just show it up as secured because then it counts better. So after you pay off that, then we move down to recent collections. Now, recent collections are collections in the last 2 years. I always suggest that when you do that, you negotiate for removal because they're not with the original creditors anymore. They're with that. Once you do recent collections, then we're going to move down to the old collections, and then we'll start paying off car notes, car loans, and mortgages, and student loans, and all of that stuff. I promise y'all, my student loans, even though it's not a lot, they will get paid off after my church's building fund is over. So, yeah, that's how I feel. Now, I have a few minutes left. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them here. Otherwise, I'm going to jump out of here. And I'm going to my phone to see if I have questions because normally they don't have that. They don't pop up. Good. I'm glad I'm giving something somebody needs to hear. That makes me happy. Um, yeah, we want to do information in a way that actually works for people because fixing your credit is kind of like it's important that you know what to do and when to do it because most people don't. So, if you have questions about these topics or others, you can always give us a call, email us, send us a note in the note in the portal if you're an existing customer. If not, you can DM us right here on Facebook or Instagram, depending on which one you're watching from. Um, Call, pop your head in, website, email. So there's all kind of ways to reach us. And so if you have questions about this, feel free to reach out at any time. But really quickly, I'm gonna go back over this real quick just in case you join late and you have a question. Number one, the ways to best improve your credit, stop being late. No late payments. A single 30-day late payment can drop your score by as much as 110 points. So one, don't be late. Two, after you're on time, you're going to start paying off credit cards one at a time. Start with the credit card that you can use at the most places. Okay. Once you pay off your credit cards, then you're going to pay off any open unsecured loans. That's loans that aren't connected to anything, like not your car loan, but if you went into First Franklin and you got a loan, them. Not your mortgage, because that's a secured loan. If something happens, they can take that asset. That's not the loan you want to pay off. You want to pay off the loan that they can't take nothing. After you pay that, you pay your recent collections in the last 2 years. After you pay your collections, then you go back and you pay your closed accounts. And then after all of that wonderful stuff, that's when you start paying off car notes, mortgages, and then finally, after the church building fund is taken care of, you go ahead and pay off your student loans. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, 855-273-3663. Visit us online at www.creditoneUSA.com or pop your head in. We're located at 3125 University Drive, Suite B1, right here in Huntsville, Alabama. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week for next week's edition of Talk to Me Tuesday. Bye.